Hello, Leo. Welcome. I hope everyone is doing well. All right, let's get started with your oracles. Messages for Leo. Yeah, perfect match. It still blows my mind how perfect we are together. It's as if we're made for each other. And on the bottom is together. Everything is better with you. Let's do life together. This looks good so far. All right, let's get the all-in-time wellness. We're going to get 3 of these. Messages for Leo. Total connection, like-minded, resonance in intimacy, compatible personality types, healthy attachment styles. Destructive habits, addictions to gambling, alcohol, sex, negatively impacting relationships, toxic thinking and behaviors. And no, you hang up. Lengthy, exciting conversations, a lot to talk about, into each other, meaningful, giddy, a lot in common. On the bottom is taking a break, not necessarily a breakup. Take time apart, allow for new perspective, and center/meditate. This looks like something has got in the way of a good relationship, such as some type of addictions. Um, Seems like there's a lot of love here. It doesn't seem like anyone's giving up on the relationship necessarily, but this destructive habits seems to be the problem here. Okay. Let's get the situations. We're going to get 3 of these for more context. Messages for Leo. I have synchronicities, signs 1111, 222, 333. Access granted, social media, fake profile, hiding, and desire, lust, and sexual chemistry. The bottom is wish, hope, praying, yearning. There's what I feel like is the relationship. In regards to this relationship, everything is good. Like I feel like two people love each other. It's healthy as far as the relationship goes. I feel like there is one person here that's like hiding, like they feel like they're hiding a dark secret. Now, what that dark secret is exactly, I'm not sure. But this is something that someone is hiding like from their partner. And what I feel like is I don't feel like the relationship is a mask. I feel like the relationship is truly a good relationship. It's a healthy relationship. But someone is just hiding this secret that they have, and it's about themselves. Um, they either have some kind of addictions. This could be a sex addiction, but I feel like it could be any kind of addiction. So let's go ahead and get started with the oracles, or no, the tarot. We're going to start the overall energy. Tell me about the overall energy for Leo. I need to take these cards that fell. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Eight of Swords in reverse, and the Six of Cups. Okay. Wheel of Fortune on the bottom. I do I do feel like this is about something to do with addictions. And I feel like whatever these addictions that someone is dealing with are, um, they had issues with them in the past, like before this relationship. So, what I feel like this is whatever these addictions are, they're an ongoing battle, which that's what addictions are. They're always an ongoing battle. Even when you're not in the addiction, you're still battling it. But what I'm saying is there's been times where this person has given to their addiction, um, uh, rehab themselves, and then possibly fell back into it. That's been the ongoing battle here. Um, Either the person that this person is in a relationship with is not aware of these addictions, or it's saying there's a lack of clarity here. It's saying that I feel like what it's saying is the one who's in these addictions is purposefully hiding something from the other. And either this person knows that this person has addictions that they've dealt with in the past, or they don't know anything about it. So just take that part how it resonates. But it's saying, I feel like in regards to what's going on right now, someone is not aware of it. They're someone's hiding their addiction, or that they've gone back into their addiction. Queen of Swords in reverse, Eight of Swords in reverse, Six of Cups, Knight of Wands in reverse, Star in reverse, and the Lovers. Yeah. What this looks like to me is someone does know about someone's addictions in the past. And the reason that this person is hiding that they fell back into their addiction is because they know that the other person will take some sort of action. So it's indicating like this person is in their addiction. They want to stay or be in this addiction because they don't want their person to take some sort of action to try to like help them. Because what this looks like to me is if my person finds out that I'm back in my addiction, it's like they're going to send me to rehab. I know this that they're not going to be happy. This isn't going to be wish fulfillment for them, and I want them to not have clarity because I don't want them to take action. A choice being made in regards to the past. Knight of Wands in reverse, Star in reverse, the Lovers. Nine of Wands, yep, being blocked. Ten of Cups in reverse. I know this will make my person unhappy. Making an immature choice. Tell me about the overall energy for Leo. Marriage, yep. It's indicating that this is the person. It does look like this could be a marriage, but this is the person that the one that's in the addiction is in a commitment with. They're being blocked. They don't have clarity because the one who's in the addiction doesn't want them to take action. Woman, feminine energy. So the one in the addiction could be the feminine energy, or the one who's they're in a relationship with. One in the addiction could be in a relationship with, could be the feminine energy. But that's what this is indicating. It's saying that I don't want this person to know because I don't want them trapped in their thoughts, because I know this will make them unhappy. I know this isn't wish fulfillment for them. It could even be, I know the relationship is going to end if they know about this. Yeah. This is talking about giving in to something here, making a choice in regards to something with the past. This Page of Wands is making me feel like an impulsive or an immature decision, and that's to fall back into addiction. And that's created obstacles or challenges, or the obstacle or challenge is the addiction. On the bottom is false person. Once again, hiding something. So let's see the situation. Tell me about the situation for Leo. The Sun, Ace of Cups, and the World. What I'm getting from the relationship itself is that it's picture perfect. Or it would be if it wasn't for, yeah, the Two of Cups. Like, this is, which no relationship is quote unquote perfect, but it's a very good relationship. Like, there's nothing wrong as far as these two as a couple. There's nothing wrong here. The image it's giving is like this addiction is like a dark stain on something that, if the addiction wasn't there, it would be really good. Um, it's indicating there's happiness here. There's love here. These two could even be soulmates. The passion is there. Ace of Wands. But someone is risking losing it all, the world, due to these addictions. The Sun, Ace of Cups, the World. The Sun is Leo energy. I don't know if I said that or not. Page of Swords, Hermit in reverse, and Strength. This person doesn't want to lose this relationship. They've tried to be strong. Yeah. This is indicating that this truth coming out, if this truth was to come out, it would mess up everything for the one who's in the addiction. This would be a message of bad news in regards to, in reference to a very happy relationship. Page of Swords, Hermit in reverse, Strength. Six of Wands in reverse, Seven of Swords, yeah, Six of Pentacles. In regards to the one who is in the addiction, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing they shouldn't be, which I feel like usually that is the case. But the way the energy is feeling, like this is an uncontrollable thing. Like, I don't want to do this, but I can't control myself. And now that it's been done, now that someone has fell back in addiction, they're like, they feel stuck. Because it's like, okay, I fell back into my addiction. I don't want to lose my relationship, but I also don't want to risk losing my relationship by telling the truth that I have fell back in my addiction. So there's fear here of the action that's already been took. There's fear here that even if I tell the truth, even if I'm honest that I have fell back into addiction, am I still going to lose my relationship? And someone is not willing to risk that. So they're hiding that they fell back in their addiction, and since it's being hidden, they're staying in that addiction. So, because of their fear of telling the truth, they're not getting help because they're afraid if they give the truth that they're going to lose everything anyway. I feel like if they were to tell the truth, that the person, because it feels like a very loving relationship, I feel like the person that they're in a relationship with would be willing to do what it takes to get them the help they need. I don't think, and I think deep down the one who's in the addiction believes this as well, but they're not willing to risk it. They don't want to do anything to lose their relationship. Tell me about the situation for Leo. A house, literal home, family, stability, security. They don't want to fail in regards to their relationship. They know what they have, and they are absolutely terrified of losing it. Parlor, once again, that's like the living room, it's the family home, family, the literal home. Yeah, this is just indicating I'm afraid that I'm going to lose what I have. In court, yeah. Divorce could be literal court. The ship on the bottom. This really, the situation here is saying for the one that's in the addiction, I don't want to lose what I have. I don't, it's also saying I don't want to continue on with this addiction because I know that this addiction is risking me losing my relationship. And I've already fell back into it, but I also don't want to risk confessing what's happened here and losing my relationship. So this person feels like damned if they do, damned if they don't. Um, like I said, I feel like if this person was to speak the truth, I feel like honestly it would be better for this person to just tell the truth than the other person finding out the hard way. But what's keeping this person from doing that is just the absolute fear of losing what they have. Tell me about the outcome for Leo. The Lovers, Gemini energy. And I feel like the reason for that is because this has been something that's been dealt with in the past. The Six of Pentacles and the Hierophant in reverse. Yeah. Feel like I think they're terrified that someone is going to choose to end the relationship if this is revealed. I mean, that could be the case. It doesn't feel to me that way, but this could be a situation where the other person said, if this happens again, then we're ending the marriage or something like that. The Lovers, the Six of Pentacles, the Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, Three of Pentacles in reverse, the Three of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. So, just to make everyone aware, you could be the one in the oh my gosh, you could be the one in the addiction, or you could be the one dealing with someone who is dealing with addiction. Because this looks like it could be showing up as Leo, as the one who um, they're worried about ending the relationship. But take it how it resonates. That's all that's what this person is worried about. That's all this is talking about, is someone being afraid of their relationship ending, making a choice, or in regards to the choice someone has made, not working together, not working to build on something, ending the relationship. In regards to an exchange or an equal give and take, sadness, heartbreak, and disappointment. So this is saying someone is afraid that if they offer the truth, that it's going to lead to heartbreak. And then we have the Queen of Wands here with a Hierophant in reverse. This is divorce. Three of Pentacles in reverse, Three of Swords, Queen of Wands. Eight of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, and the Tower in reverse. Okay, so it's saying that for one reason this person is worried about this is because there's already been work put in. Another reason is because another reason this person is afraid their relationship is going to end is because they were hiding or lying to the other. This is just showing up like I can't tell my person that I fell back in addiction because my world will come crashing down. And it's either because there was some sort of ultimatum given here, or this is just how this person feels. Like they've screwed up so bad that they're not going to be able to recover in regards to their relationship. And I really can't see which situation it is. It could be either. Either this person knows that if they fall back into addiction that the relationship is going to end, or they're just terrified that that's what's going to happen. Tell me about the outcome for Leo. Mediator. Yeah. See, this is like someone in the middle of a situation. It's saying there's already been work done here. This could also be suggesting that there be like a mediator in order for this to be revealed, or the one who's in the addiction is considering having like a go between. It feels to me like in order to soften the blow of this information. It's feminine energy of the siren. And child, new beginning, child, or pregnancy, being childish. It has to be one of two things. Either this person knows, either this person knows that if this truth comes out, that their person is going to lose their shit. And this is what this is looking like, is someone losing their shit. Or this is what someone has created in their mind of what's going to happen. It's creating scenarios that really aren't going to happen, or this is like worst case scenario for this person. It's one or the other, because this is showing up like anger and disappointment, and I've done worked on this before. If this happens again, then we're done. That's what this is showing up like. So you'll have to use your own discernment in your situation. Either the way the relationship is showing up, it's showing up like a very loving relationship. Even here it says taking a break, not necessarily a breakup. So that makes me feel like in a situation like this that the partner would be willing to do what it takes to get this person through this. But it doesn't necessarily have to be. The other person, the one who's dealing with this, may be fed up with whatever's happened here. That's why I'm saying just take it how it resonates, if it resonates for you. So tell me about the advice. For Leo, Two of Swords in reverse, the Fool in reverse, Aries, Aquarius, and the Page of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Two of Swords in reverse, the Fool in reverse, the Page of Wands. King of Wands, Six of Cups in reverse, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This person has said that they would not do this again to the other. But the thing about this is if the partner knows that the other has addictions, for someone to fall back into addiction shouldn't be super surprising. Um, the way this is showing up is it's once again saying that someone is hiding something. The person who's doing the thing is hiding something because they said that they wouldn't do something they've done in the past again. And because of that, if this gets revealed, things are not going to go in their favor. That's what this is saying. King of Wands, Six of Cups in reverse, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It's once again indicating the same thing I've been saying. Either there was some sort of ultimatum here, like someone was fed up and said, if you fall back into these addictions again, then we're over. It's either that or this person is so terrified of their relationship being over that they know if this is revealed, or they feel like they know if this is revealed that their life is going to end. And that's why they're not revealing that they fell back into their addiction. But they need to reveal this because unless they do, they're not going to get help. Page of Pentacles in reverse, King of Swords, and the High Priestess. See, it's indicating like there's a knowing. This person knows that things are not going to go in their favor. See, once again, someone not learning something. In this person's mind, the one who's in the addiction, in their mind, the best thing for them to do is not tell the other. But logic should tell them that the best thing to do is offer the truth so they can get the help they need. They're not willing to risk the relationship, but they're not thinking logically enough to see that staying in the addiction is going to slowly deteriorate the relationship anyway. So it's not indicating to me how this is going to be revealed, but I feel like or if this will be revealed. I mean, it will be revealed over time. If this person decides not to say that they fell back into addiction, someone is going to see it. The deterioration of the relationship, the deterioration of the person. That could be why this reading is coming up. Someone could already, if you're the one dealing with this person, could already be seeing the signs. Um, if that's the case, I would probably just confront them with it. Maybe easier for this person to tell the truth if they're confronted with it. Also, if you're not, if this is a situation where you're willing to help the other person to get through this, it may be better to speak up about that as well, because the whole reason they're not confronting or they're not admitting to this is because they're terrified of losing their person, losing their relationship. Tell me about the advice for Leo. The dog, loyalty. And I also want to say that the reason this person feels like a failure. And I'm not saying they are, I'm saying that is how they feel. They feel like they have failed. They are ashamed. They are ashamed that they fell back into this addiction. That's another reason. There's a lot of reasons here why they feel like they shouldn't speak up, that they fell back into this. Um, but I also feel like how they feel about themselves is not how other people see them. I feel like this person does have a lot of support, but this is something that's going on with that they're struggling within themselves is the problem. The clouds, this is darkness coming to light or a time of improvements after hardship. See, it's like this is like I can't speak the truth because I done made a promise. I done said I wouldn't do this again. I feel like this person is being harder on themselves than the people around them would be on them. Unless this is a situation where someone is fed up and said, I'm not dealing with this anymore. The next time this happens, we're done. Rich gent, masculine energy. This is saying someone knows that things are not going to go in their favor. This could also be someone doesn't want to go through rehab. This is like, I know if I speak the truth that I'm going to have to go through this process all over again. I feel like there is a lot of things going on within this person. But I also think they don't want to be in addiction. I think they fell back in and immediately, or maybe not immediately, but they've saw what they're risking losing, and they don't want to lose that. They want help, but they don't know how to. Um, they want help, but they don't know how to make that happen. I feel like even if someone sat there and said, it's fine if you go back into addiction, which you don't want to tell anybody, oh, if you go back into addiction, it's fine. You don't want to give them a reason to get back into it. But if you were to say, I have a feeling that you fell back into addiction, and if that's the case, then we can work through this. I feel like they would be very hesitant. I feel like you'd have to pull it out of this person. All right, so let's get the yes and no and how and when cards. Messages for Leo. Have no, the ship of change locates the straight line within the chaos. Your desire to boldly achieve your dreams attracts worthy opportunities and phenomenal resources. This level of luck is unparalleled. It is the fine line between progress and catastrophe. Okay, and the how and when. Messages for Leo. Says, if no, the wall of obstacles recedes, revealing new doors that stand closed for you. You just remember that it's quicker to kick down a door than politely knock. Using your inherent ingenuity, you accomplish your goals with admirable grace. Yep. I do have a feeling like things are going to be okay. Um, but it's going to be a bit of a rough road to get there. All right, let's get the spell casting oracle cards. Messages for Leo. You have trust, and on the bottom is answers. So let's see what trust says. It says you'd be wise to be watchful and to trust no one at this time. Keep yourself to yourself and do not buy into any fear or chaos that's being stirred up around you. You know the truth, so stand strong in being true to who you are. Remember that relationships, whether personal or business, should be built on trust, and a mutual agreement could test your faith. You've been let down badly before, and it's taken a while to trust again. However, someone vulnerable needs your assurance, and a secret is shared. I feel like that is a key sentence there. However, someone vulnerable needs your assurance, and a secret is shared. It's time to prove how trustworthy you really can be. Magical meanings. Hold your cards close to your chest. Be careful with whom you share your ideas. The person you've inquired about is trustworthy. Open your heart. It's time to trust. All right, Leo, that is what I have for you. If you enjoyed the reading or if it resonated, please hit the like button, subscribe if you like, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.